Aries, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louvre here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing a reading for you for the first week of May. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box where I do provide private readings. If you're interested in any of those services, those will be linked in the description box below. Now, Aries, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the first week of May is the 10 of Pentacles, which is the 10 of Discs in this tarot deck. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Swords upright, okay? Okay, so the first week of the month of May, okay, May, this is a May read, not a March read, not an April read, a May read. Let's get that out of the way, okay? Your challenge here, Aries, is the 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you watching this, I'm really strongly getting that you are ready to move to the next level. A lot of you want to move to the next level. You want to move to the next level in your finances. You want to move to the next level in love. You want to move to the next level maybe in terms of your work. There's something here about reaching your highest potential, okay? The 10 of Pentacles is long-term commitment, wealth, generational wealth, abundance, money, okay? And it may be challenging for you at this time to get closer to this goal that you are trying to achieve. So I feel like this is a part of your challenge. We're going to clarify this and we're going to see why it's your challenge, and we're going to get more information for you in a moment, okay? Now, in the recent past, you have the 5 of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Wands, and you have the Queen of Cups, okay? So in the recent past, I do get this very strong feeling here of worry, of uncertainty. Something here stopped maybe functioning or working the way that you wanted it to. Others of you may have experienced somebody ghosting you, abandoning you, not communicating with you in the past. And the 7 of Wands is here as well too. So I feel like this has a lot to do with someone that you were dealing with here in the past. I am getting a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is also strong here. So as much as you tried to maybe work things out with this person or keep up with this person in the past, I do feel that there was a disconnect here that happened in the past, possibly with you and this person. We're going to find out more in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the 2 of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, and the Devil. I feel like this is an important message for you, Aries. And the important message right now is a lot of you are choosing to close yourself off to something in the present moment, okay? You're ignoring it. Maybe you've blocked somebody here. You've closed yourself out to somebody because you said, you know what, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I feel like it's a toxic situation, okay, in the present moment. There's a specific person that you're dealing with that is bringing forth some sort of toxicity to your life. Okay. And again, the toxic energy doesn't have to be a specific person. It could be an environment. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a partner. It could be really anything, an environment even, right? So there's something here about in the present moment, you want to take your power back. That's what I'm getting. I want to take my power back. A lot of you want peace, and that's why you're choosing to disconnect from the situation. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in the present moment. We're going to clarify and get more information for you after. Now, in the near future, you have the 10 of Swords, you have the 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Immediately when I saw this combination here, okay, in the near future, I really picked up on you choosing to completely leave, to completely remove yourself from a situation here in the near future. Now, of course, this could be someone else that you're dealing with, but I do feel like this is you. Some of you watching this, you have very heavy air energy in your chart, or maybe you have a rising air sign, moon air sign. In the near future, I feel somebody here is choosing to abruptly disconnect from a specific situation. The reason why they're leaving this situation very quickly is because it gets very difficult. It gets very difficult. It gets very burdensome, and it's very clear that something here is done. What you don't see coming is the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of worry about something, okay? And by the way, this is a very practical reading, okay? It's not fairy tales, it's not fantasies. This is what's really happening for a lot of you, okay? And for those of you who actually resonate with the reading, it means you need the reading, okay? There's a very strong indication that you need the reading. So I am getting that something here is bothering you. It's been bothering you for quite some time. A lot of you have been ignoring it, but I feel like in the near future, something here changes drastically. Now, like I said to you, if you've been watching my readings for the past few weeks, I have been talking about the shifts that are going to take place at the end of May. There's major, major, major shifts that are going to play into our reality, and we need to be prepared for those changes. And I feel like this reading is going to help you do that. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Let's clarify all the cards for you, and let's see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, Aries, is clarified by the Empress, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. All right, so your challenge for the first week of May is the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Empress, okay? So your challenge has a lot to do with a new beginning that you would like to have. This new beginning is going to require you to make a very serious decision. And this decision is not one that should be taken lightly. It is one that you should really, really think about. Now, the Empress is here as well, so this could have a lot to do with a mother figure. Maybe you're a mother figure. Maybe you are dealing with your mom in some way, shape, or form, or maybe there's children involved here. But either way, I think this has a lot to do with a goal, something that you really, really want to achieve. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you, Aries, a lot of you don't know who you are. Let's face it. A lot of you don't know who you are. You still need to study yourself. You still need to understand yourself. Some of you know the nature of Aries, and I've talked about it on the channel. I've talked about how Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries is the pioneer. You are the pioneer. You're the one that's supposed to start things and initiate things, and that's your role in this reality as a zodiac Aries. Okay. So your biggest challenge here, I'm immediately picking up on, there's a desire here for you to achieve something great in your life, a goal, something here that is going to increase your financial situation. But this choice that you're making, it is going to require you to maybe do something that is outside of your comfort zone. The Empress is very comfortable. She's very calm. She's very collective. She's very relaxed. She sits there. She waits. She's passive. This is the energy of the Empress, right? The Empress is not somebody who jumps around, screams, yells, gets angry, is filled with drama. That's not what the Empress is. No, sorry. That's not her. She is somebody who is very reserved. And you can tell by this card that she's very reserved. So your biggest challenge here is to not get worked up over something here that you really want. You need to be very strategic in what it is that you're trying to achieve. And it is going to require balance. It is going to require patience, and it is going to require execution. So your biggest challenge here is to have this vision that you want to have, but also ask yourself, what does this initiation, this new beginning that I need to embark on, what does it look like, right? Really practical energy, because the Two of Pentacles is a practical energy. It's connected to the sign of Taurus. And Taurus, we are in Taurus season, and this is connected to your finances. And by the way, the sun is transiting astrologically. If you're a rising Aries, your second house is ruled by Venus, which is the Empress. Okay. And this has a lot to do with your finances, 10 of Pentacles. So this has a lot to do with initiating some sort of new project that is very much connected to your finances, but embarking on this new beginning from a very practical, down to earth, and methodical method. Okay, this is going to be a big part of your challenge, because some of you get worked up by this new beginning. You get worked up by this opportunity. You get worked up by this new vision, direction that you want to move into, but there's a lack of practical application, okay? And this is going to be a big part of your challenge. Of course, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Swords. So, you know, a lot of you are worried that somebody's going to take advantage of you, or somebody's going to be in a conflict with you, could be connected to this water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you still need to maybe resolve things with this person. That could also be the case as well. And that will also affect your ability to create this new beginning that you're looking to create. So let's clarify the past and let's see what's going on for you. So in the recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles, which is the Five of Discs in this tarot, which is clarified by the Two of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel that there was a separation. There was a difference of opinion here in the past, and there was a desire here to set things right. I feel one of you had a really hard time setting things right with a specific person. The reason why you had a hard time setting things right is because you and this person weren't on the same page. You were dealing with somebody who may have not appreciated your vision. They did not see your vision. And as a result of that, they may have separated or disconnected from you. You have the Seven of Wands, which is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Judgment, and the Two of Cups. So this is about a relationship in the past. You came to some sort of realization that keeping up with this relationship was just way too much for you. For many of you, this is a friendship, okay? It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it could be a friendship or a family member. At one point, there was this feeling in the past that you were very selfish. You were very, very much focused on yourself. And I see that with the Nine of Cups here, because the Nine of Cups is a very much satisfying oneself, focusing on oneself here in the past, okay? So in the past, what got in the way of this relationship that you were in was the fact that too much attention was being put on oneself rather than on the relationship. It came to a realization that somebody here was more concerned with themselves in the relationship. Like I said, this is what led to somebody leaving or disconnecting from you, okay? Or you leaving and disconnecting from someone. Something here ended. I feel like your person left or disconnected from you, okay, in the past. And you have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So I don't feel like this person did this right away. I feel like it's something that happened over time. It's something that gradually happened, but either way, there was a separation here in the past. Now, in the present moment, okay, in the present moment, you have the Two of Swords, okay, which is at the top of your reading. And anything that's at the top of the reading is really emphasizing the energy that's taking place right now in your reality. So what is the important message that you need to hear at this time, Aries? Well, you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords twice. So you have the Two of Swords here twice. Okay. You have the Ace of Swords and you have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So in the present moment, I do strongly feel that for many of you, and again, the reading can be vice versa, take it as it resonates. I do feel like you want to know why somebody blocked you, why somebody hasn't been giving you the clarity that you need. Why haven't they reached out, Monica? Why haven't they communicated with me? What's happening? What's taking place? Do they like me? Do they want me? Do they not want me? And on the other hand, this may be you. You may have blocked somebody recently. One of the things that I can tell you, the reason why this person, whether this is you or a person that you're dealing with, one of the reasons why this person has blocked you or they haven't been communicating or they've completely closed you out of their life, or vice versa, is because this person has so much on the go. Somebody here has so much on the go. Could be you. You have a lot of projects, a lot of things that you have to keep up with. The other message here is that somebody here has very high values and expectations. And when this specific person comes into their life and they don't meet or match those high expectations, what it actually leads to is it leads to this person saying, no, I don't want it. And this is why in the present moment, the devil is here, because what is happening for a lot of us now that we're entering into a completely new season, we're in a new year now, things are starting to bloom, we're in spring. There's a lot of cleaning out house now. There's a lot of, well, I don't really need this. I don't need this drama. I don't need somebody who's inconsistent with me. I don't need somebody who doesn't see my vision in reality. So a lot of you are starting to get to this point where you're saying to yourself, I'm only going to choose to be around people that serve what I believe in, my vision, my values, my goals. And if they don't, a lot of you don't have a problem completely Xing somebody out of your life and blocking them out. Okay. And that's what's happening here in the present moment with the devil. Like I said, something here is toxic. It is very, very, very toxic. Somebody's energy, somebody's behavior, somebody's attitude, and you're not having it anymore. Okay. And you have the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Wands again, and the Page of Cups. So similar to what happened in the past. And a lot of you are seeing the red flags in the present moment. And that's why you're saying, I seen the red flags in the past. Okay. Or I saw the red flags in the past, and I don't want to repeat that cycle again. Now, I do feel there is somebody here that wants to apologize in the present moment because of a mishap that happened between you and them. Okay, could be this water sign. But somebody here's chosen to disconnect because they're not willing to engage in toxic energy. Now, an important message for you, Aries, you have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is clarified by the 5 of Swords, the Judgment, and the King of Swords. So in the present moment, there is this competitive energy for your time, for your attention. I do feel like some of you are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's a lot of competition to get your attention. And a lot of you are dealing with somebody who's now realizing how much they want to get clear on things with you, because there is a desire here for clarity, but this person cannot get clear on things with you if you block them. They cannot reach out to you and resolve the issue if you block them. One of the things that I think is really important, which is very much connected to your goals and the things that you want to achieve, it's very important that you're clear with somebody and you tell them what you want and what you don't want. Okay. It's very easy to just ghost somebody and say, you know what, I'm just going to ghost this person. I'm never going to talk to them again. But it doesn't discredit the fact that you still have an open door that needs to be closed so that you don't continue wasting and pouring your energy into something that isn't for you. Okay. So this is the main message for you in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future. Now in the near future, for you, Aries, things get a little bit tight for you. And the reason why they get tight for you is because, like I said, the planets are slowly shifting into your sign. And when the planets shift in your sign, and this is why a lot of you are very attracted to tarot now, you're very attracted to astrology because you feel these changes. They're not something that you get up in the morning and you say that's not a big deal. You start to feel some sort of changes that are taking place in your life. And these changes that are taking place in your life, how it's going to happen is a lot of you are going to see something for what it truly is in the near future. You're going to see something for what it truly is in the near future, and you're going to say, oh, that's how it really is. A lot of you were looking at life one way. But when things start to change by the end of the month, even though this is the first week of May, we're doing reading for you, in the near future, it's going to be really important that you see something for what it is. And most importantly, you take a practical approach to it because Saturn is going to be in your sign. And when Saturn conjuncts the sun, the moon, or the ascendant, it is time to get serious about your life. It is time to get serious about your life. There's no more daydreaming. There's no more fantasies because Neptune is going to be following along with Saturn. And Saturn is going to show you what illusions, lies, dishonesty has been in your life, 7 of Swords. And a lot of you are worried about this because you already know what's going to happen. Intuitively, you already know what's going to happen, but it's important that you're listening to your inner voice. So there's major changes happening for you. The Knight of Swords here, which I feel is you, or it could be someone you're dealing with, someone is going to disconnect here in the near future. They're going to realize that something here is done. Now, the reason why you feel this urge to completely just remove yourself, to move on to it's almost like you're taking a leap of faith here with the Fool. The Fool doesn't have anything. The Fool doesn't own anything. The Fool has one little knapsack on their back, and they're going on this journey with their dog. So the dog represents his loyalty because dogs are loyal, right? So a lot of you are going to become loyal to a new beginning. There's something new that you're going to start and you're going to say, you know what? I don't want to waste any more time. I want to do this. It is going to lead to a brand new opportunity for you. And this opportunity is going to be in complete alignment with what it is that you want. And it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction. Now, with that being said, let's talk about what is ending and what is changing for you. A lot of you are separating or you're divorcing, okay? Some of you are divorcing, sun, moon, or rising. And divorce doesn't have to be a legal marriage. For some of you, you're divorcing from a job, maybe a place of residence. You're moving on from something here that you know is done. And a lot of you, it is a relationship. It is something that just doesn't fulfill you anymore. A particular person, again, romantic or not, is a particular situation that you're choosing to end or move on from. Others of you are choosing to move away from somebody that you've been dating. Now, one of the things that I see here, some of you are mixing business with pleasure in the near future, okay? And that's a big no-no. I always say, do not mix business with pleasure. Either have pleasure and keep it as pleasure, or have business and keep it as business. Do not mix, because when you start mixing, it starts to create some sort of issues. So in the near future, there's big changes that are happening in a relationship that you're involved in. I do feel like these changes have a lot to do with some sort of collaborative relationship, collaborative work that you're doing. And again, this is why your challenge has a lot to do with a decision, because the decision or choice you make is going to determine what your life looks like moving forward. And because these planets are finally entering into your sign, a lot of you are going to be no stranger to change. Change is going to be on the horizon for you. So in the near future, what I see here, there's going to be changes in a marriage, changes in a relationship, someone you've been dating, someone you've committed yourself to. The reason why these changes are happening is because something here has become way too difficult, way too burdensome for you, and it really isn't allowing you to move forward. Some of you are choosing to completely move forward in your life on your own when it comes to your business, your opportunities, and a lot of you are also moving into a new direction because you want to find that inner satisfaction. A lot of you are realizing that. And again, you may not be ending a relationship. Some of you are staying married, you're staying in a relationship, and that's great. I always emphasize trying to work things out with your partner, okay? Because listen, marriage, there's a lot of ups and downs. I know myself, there's a lot of ups and downs, but there's ways to get through the challenges, okay? So in the near future, if you aren't getting a divorce, I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you aren't getting a divorce, a lot of you are gonna learn how to be more self-sufficient. And one of the things that I've talked about on this channel is who you are as a person, okay? When we talk about the zodiac signs, we're talking about evolution. We're talking about why you're here. What's the purpose? Why are you here? Are you just some blimp on the earth? Are you just some mole on the earth and you have no importance? Absolutely not, okay? You have some sort of importance. So one of the things that you are doing is you're going on a journey in the near future on your own. Instead of clinging yourself to other people or other situations, relationships, etc., a lot of you are going to realize and learn that you need to learn how to be on your own. And to be on your own is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's the journey you're going on. You know, it may change the dynamic of your relationship, but it's not going to fall short of what you're required to do for yourself, which is going on this journey on your own. And when you go on this journey and you have the trust and ability in this journey, that's when the rewards come to you. Because when Saturn is in your sign, you're going to have to put in the work, Aries. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to be rewarded, okay? You have to put in the work. And also, Jupiter is going to be in Cancer, which is going to square your sun, moon, or rising. So anything that you want in your life in the future will require your work and will require you to step outside of that comfort zone and make that effort on your own. And if the people that are around you, the people that you're committed to or married to, etc., if they believe in you, they will support you on this journey. A lot of you may be dealing with someone who doesn't support you on this journey, and that's why your relationship comes to an end, okay? Not for all of you, but that's for some of you, okay? So with that being said, that was a mouthful. With that being said, let's get some advice for you. For Aries, what's the advice? This was a good read. I feel like this was a good read. Sometimes I do the readings and I'm like, I don't know if that's going to resonate, but I feel like this is going to resonate with you. It's a big thing for you. Okay, let's get some advice for Aries. Your advice, 3 of Wands, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice for the first week of May is to really, really, really get clear on this vision that you have, okay? Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about really getting down to the details. How do I see it going? What's my vision? How do I want this to go? What's going to happen? What are the plans? And this is in connection to your goals, the things that you want to achieve, the deepest desires that you have to achieve in this lifetime. And the Star and the Ace of Swords is about your healing journey, okay? Some of you are actually going on this journey on your own to do some healing in the near future. You have the 3 of Wands as well too. So this is about really tapping into your goals, your milestones, the things that you're going to achieve, the more you get clear on what you want, the more you get clear on your vision for the future and your goals, the more quicker you are going to hit these milestones. But it will require planning and it will require implementation, okay? It's not just going to be daydreaming all day. It's going to be, okay, this is what I need to do. These are the practical steps I need to take. I'm not afraid to do this on my own. This is going to be a big part of your transformation. And this is your biggest piece of advice, okay? So Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.